Embraer Lineage 1000E. Embraer makes some of the most magnificent planes in the world, but their Lineage 1000E stands at the top of their already...
Everybody, YouTube is dead, and videos like this are proof of it. 15 biggest passenger planes in the world. Okay, this is 2 years old. I can't believe they're still making videos like this. Always feels like watching one of those iPhone presentation videos with like that kind of music when I was like 9 and thought, wow, the new iPhone must be crazy, but it never ended up coming out. Let's take a look.
Legroom may feel like it's getting smaller and smaller, but passenger planes are getting bigger and bigger.
They are not. Fact check, wrong. I don't think we're ever going to have a passenger airplane bigger than the A380, simply because that one was too big to be very economical at all.
Airbus, Boeing, and other aviation companies are building aircraft larger than ever before. So, with today's video, number 15, Airbus A333-300.
What in the world is the Airbus A333? I mean, the A333 is the ICAO type of the Airbus A330-300. But for some reason, they put like these together. This is like calling an air traffic controller an ATC controller. Do you know what I mean? Okay, anyway.
All right, kicking off this list of the world's biggest passenger planes is the Airbus A333-300. This wide-body has been one of the most trusted passenger planes since then, and is typically under the employment of airlines like Turkish Airlines, Air China, China Eastern Airlines, China Southern Airlines, and Cathay Pacific.
Okay, so why are you showing your Korean Air A330 when you're not even mentioning it? That's funny. By the way, that's a Pepsi Airlines.
The planes are powered by either GE or Rolls-Royce engines and are around 212 feet long and have a flying range. But by the end of 2020, there were 742 Airbus A333-300s in operation. Number 14, Airbus A340-300.
Good.
The Airbus 340 is a hefty long-range...
A-bus? Did you just say A-bus?
The Airbus 340 is a hefty long-range wide-body passenger plane with its roots going all the way back to the 1970s. The company began drafting the plans in the late 1980s.
Hey, come on, that's not even that bad information. That's all right. I approve that.
The 300 variation is 300 feet long and can fit up to 295 passengers. Number 9, Boeing 777-300.
All right, you know what? This video doesn't even suck that much.
The Boeing 747-400 is the original variant of their 747.
Wait, hold on. It's not obviously not the first 747. It's obviously the 747-100. What's that all about?
Boeing 747-400.
Like, how can you even get that wrong? That's like a very easy thing to find out.
And is a direct competitor to the Airbus A3XX double-decker.
A3XX double-decker? You might just well say A380
plane. The 747-8 has stretched its original fuselage. Number 6, Antonov AN-225 Mriya.
Okay.
The Antonov AN-225 Mriya is truly one of the most special aircraft ever built.
This video was posted in August 2022. The Mriya had already been destroyed by then.
Mostly because there's only one in existence.
It's not.
It was a strategic cargo aircraft designed in the 1980s.
Okay.
Number 4, Monster Jumbo.
Wait, that airplane doesn't even exist.
Most of us
Monster
have been inside
Jumbo
a jet, but one designer has managed to take that concept and turn things up to 11. The concept plane is lovingly referred to as a Monster Jumbo and was created by Phil Pauling. Their Monster Jumbo was a dual-winged commercial airliner designed with not 1, not 2, but 4 decks. Number 3, the Spruce Whale.
What?
The Spruce Whale is an insane
30% of these planes don't even exist. This thing will never even fly. Look at those wings. What the hell is that?
It's so futuristic that the necessary materials to create such a whale of a plane don't even exist yet.
Yeah, so wait, hold on. Why didn't you name this video 10 biggest passenger planes and 5 that will never exist because they just won't fly, they won't exist.
And the technology it takes to fly likely won't be a reality for another century. So huge for a mechanism that uses helium to keep it afloat and propelling forward. And even more outlandish is the fact that it will be using it.
Everybody, I'm introducing to you the biggest plane ever made, the Death Star. It's gonna come in like 500 years. All right, look at this. Most luxurious planes around the world rank.
Luxury is something.
Let's take a look. I mean, this video only has 42 views.
Houses, cars, resorts, and even in trains, ships, and planes. What would you give to have some type of luxury vehicle? Something rarely touched on is luxury aircraft. How many luxury aircrafts are there, and what do they offer? We wanted to know what these dream aircraft look like.
All right, come on.
Came up with
come on. Fire away. I want to hear now what are the most luxurious planes around the world.
2005 Gulfstream G550.
That's like genuine. That's like very specific. Like only the 2005 Gulfstream. All right, I see.
Gulfstream G550 is a luxury private jet with electric window shades, 30-gallon water system, and forward galley with microwave oven, high-temperature oven, dual Tia coffee makers, and a cooling unit with forward and aft restrooms. The forward cabin has 4 chairs in club arrangement with pull-out tables. The mid-cabin and moving maps with 3-dimensional topography and world atlas, along with up-to-the-minute news, financial, sports, and weather data.
Dude, this is like the most specific thing I've ever seen in my entire life. You're describing the cabin of a random Gulfstream G550.
Attention to detail. Airbus A350 with BMW interiors. The cabin of the Airbus seeks to counter the new concepts introduced by Boeing in the cabin of the rival 787 twin jet. The new design
twin jet. Who calls that twin jet?
Features can project onto the ceiling whatever is appropriate for the mood required.
All right, now we've moved from private jets to cabins in a passenger airliner.
Night sky or clouds, etc. The interior also has a bar area and seating for economy.
All right, this one will be quite crazy. 10 most insane private jets. Let's have a look at that one.
From giant UFO-designed blimps to flying apartments, here are 10 of the most insane private jets you won't believe exist.
I can't wait to see the flying cruise ship that doesn't exist, by the way.
bUiLt PC-24. Let's say you want to jet set around the world. You want to be able to go anywhere.
Pilatus P, that's a F-18.
Well, with bUiLt PC-24,
now that's
you
the PC-24.
It has been engineered to be off-road and can take off and land even on unpaved runways. Grass or gravel runways at smaller airports.
Come on, that's fair. That's a good point.
The seats themselves can be changed at a moment's time, allowing you to reconfigure its spacing however you want. And
that's kind of a deal with most private jets, to be fair.
If you bought a jet, you'd want to make it yours, right? Where would you go in the PC-24? Let me know in the comments below. Embraer Legacy 500. Would you like to fly a plane by yourself?
What? Embraer? And that is obviously not an Embraer. That's definitely a PC-24 cockpit now. You had a lot of time to show PC-24 cockpit, and now you've done it while showing off the Embraer Legacy.
Also ideal for a first-class ambulance
Wait, hold on. We need to revert back.
Embraer Legacy 500. Would you like to fly a plane by yourself? If that's the case, then you're probably into the geeky, fun, technical side of things. In that department, Embraer has a plane just for you. Given the slimness of the plane itself, its powerful engines enable it to take off more quickly and stay in the air for a longer period of time.
Probably not even an Embraer at all. There's like random imagery. What are even those images from the cabin itself? I mean, why is it like blurred like that? Is that because of copyright? It might just be, actually.
The system gives it capabilities shared by few private jets on the market today. In its normal, also, it has an integrated infrared vision which can help the plane perceive obstacles.
Wait, so you have the, what? I mean, you have a whole infrared camera for bombing stuff? Why are you targeting the building?
In the cabin, you can find 4 screens that show the commands, the routes, and many characteristics of the weather that can improve your fly experience.
I mean, most private jets have screens nowadays.
It has comfy interiors as well, so no worries there. And folks
say, I hate all those other uncomfortable private jets.
It's still an expensive jet. However, it might just be worth the money. And now for
it might just be, this is like genuinely like just a yapping video. I love it.
Dassault Aviation Falcon 6X. Private jets are really fancy.
That is a Vistara business class cabin and has nothing to do with the Dassault Aviation Falcon 6X.
While it's not yet available for purchase, Dassault Aviation...
that's a 5X. That's not a Falcon 6X. I'm just genuinely confused about this video. All right, I mean, like, the graphics have nothing to do. This is probably not even a Dassault Falcon cabin. That might as well just be a Gulfstream.
It's more like a living room than an airplane seating area. You can find a lounge, a large lavatory compartment, and a dining table. Embraer Lineage 1000E. Embraer makes some of the most magnificent planes in the world, but their Lineage 1000E stands at the top of their already impressive pack. Their Gulfstream G650ER.
That is why would you show this place? Was that a diamond?
Bombardier Global 7500. How
Bombardier.
How would you feel if you were able to afford a giant private jet with 4 separate living corners and a living area inside dedicated entirely to the crew? You would probably be flying pretty high. Airbus ACJ319neo Infinito.
ACJ319neo. You mean the private jet version of the A319? Why is it 319er?
Passengers love air travel because they can look out the window at the world below. But what if you would rather look even higher into the sky while flying? Airbus has you covered. The so-called Infinito cabin of their luxury private ACJ319neo jet offers passengers an inventive design which allows them to look skyward while flying from place to place.
Okay, I mean that's kind of right. I mean the Infinito cabin of the Airbuses, they have more like ambient lighting that's supposed to look like the sky, but it's not really like a window.
And
that
the
wouldn't
interior
work.
design of the ACJ319neo is comfortable and homey.
Say though, I mean
all
this is
while
not bad. I mean
retaining
the Infinito cabin design is really cool, so I have to give him that.
If you have enough money, then maybe you'd be interested in converting a full-on passenger jet into your own personal travel plane.
That's a Lufthansa first class cabin right here. I mean, all those stock videos make no sense, so that is great.
Boeing BBJ 777X.
777,
Returning
you say?
again to the airliner
Alright, I mean, the
jet converted-
777X is probably a very cool private jet. That's a very mythical stock video poll here again.
Strato Cruiser airship. In the 50s, traveling
Why is that? Is that a Spitfire? That couldn't be further from being a private jet.
in an airplane seemed like something straight out of Tomorrowland. It will regain that
cruise
long-lost
ship!
futuristic feel.
There's a cruise ship!
That is why the Strato Cruiser airship is such an exciting prospect for what comes next in personal flight. And while it is
I mean, that plane doesn't even exist. What is the Strato Cruiser airship even about? Seems to be a concept from 2007, a concept that doesn't make sense. The whole point of having a private jet is being able to go fast to a place. This thing will never go beyond 100 kilometers an hour or something like that. That just won't happen. Although it's kind of cool, but that's like a very random plane to pull up. I mean, you could have... Alright. I think this video went just as I thought. The actual reason why a Honda jet is the best business jet. That's not a Honda jet. I've lost a lot of brain cells today, and I hope you did too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. And a special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters. Guns Killer, R27, James Duram, That Dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijitsu Finder, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.